Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. on the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow.
What's good, everybody? This is the Wake Up Show, Coffee with Rios, #1 morning show in the whole wide world, Craig. Hopefully my mic is working, the audio is good. I'm back. I'm feeling almost 100%. I'm sorry for my absence this week. I was sick. I already told y'all about that. We're not going to go through all that, but I am feeling good. I'm feeling great. How's the Ghetto Cafe doing? It's all love all the time. Let's give thanks to God. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. What up with y'all, man? Blessings to God, man. We woke up another day, another opportunity. Got another opportunity to have a great day, to make an impact in somebody's life, to be positive impact in somebody's life. Let's get out here. Let's do great things, man. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff going on in the NBA, a lot of stuff going on in politics, just gambling. Oh, man. I saw this coming. Y'all can't say, well, we got the East Wing, the destruction at the White House, the East Wing being demolished. Trump putting all this money, started off $200 million, about to be $300 million into the East Wing. I can't find my glasses. That's another topic. We got the Epstein victim with the book out that's explosive with all kinds of information in there that people are trying to bury under the rug. We got a lot of stuff going on, man, but let's get to it. I want to take some credit for calling out these sports. Y'all was on me. Y'all was talking mess about me calling out the Rams and them losing them games. The games that they lost, the last minute game, the overtime. I was at the game, close to the game. I saw it. I saw what was working for the Rams. Then I saw what they started doing that was hurting them. Like, why would they do it? If I'm just a regular bystander watching the game, I have enough common sense to be like, why are they doing that? It's all rigged, y'all. It's all rigged. Everything is rigged. It can be tainted from the coaches to the players to the people upstairs, the gambling, the bets, the mafia, the 5 families involved with Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, Damon Jones. Dude, this shit is wicked out here, man. And I'm blaming it all on prop bets, man. These proposition bets, I think is bad for business. Proposition bets is bad for business. Let me know what y'all think. Nah, it ain't just the NBA. You a fool if you think it's just the NBA. Out of all the sports that are played, you think it's just the NBA? Are you joking me? You don't think it's baseball? You don't think it's football? You don't think it's college sports? You got to be out your mind. It's so much money involved. And then on top of that, like they I don't know if it's Prize Picks, DraftKings, whoever it is, these companies, November 1st, these companies are going to be able to, our college students, D1, are going to be able to bet on professional sports. Starting November 1st, NCAA student athletes are legally allowed to bet on professional sports now. Legally. Now, you think if they doing shit in the professional sports, what do you think these kids are going to be doing in college? So much money is about to be made. So much money is about to be passed around. These NIL deals. Yeah, we about to get our money back on these NIL deals. Yeah, give them their money. Give them their money. Give them their millions of dollars so that they can bet back their money. This is the old dice game rules, y'all. This is the old dice game rules. You better give me an opportunity to win back my money. Bet back. You can't just run off with the money. We got to actually play. You can't just beat me and then not keep playing. You got to give me an opportunity to win my money back. We're giving out this money to these college players. How are we going to get the money back? Oh, boom. Bet. Bet back. Bet good. Baseball wouldn't be harder. Like if a prop bet is that such and such Ohtani gets this amount, this many hits this game, or if such and such commits an error. No errors on this team. Baseball is actually maybe a little bit easier because there's so much individual shit that you can do. You can, I prop bet that Betts is going to have 2 strikeouts. You don't think you could purposely strike out? Like, as hard as it is to hit the ball, you don't think you could purposely strike out? Come on, man. This shit is all rigged. It's all set up. I'm telling y'all. Y'all was laughing and y'all said, oh, you just being a sore loser because the Rams lost. Nah, I saw some shit. I saw some shit that day, and I saw how they doing. You just thinking about home runs, Cash. Obviously, you don't be on the betting sites. It's all kinds of prop bets. It ain't just home runs. They got all kind of stats for prop bets that you can hit on the under. Come on, man. Them prop bets is what is making people. Terry Rozier, $200,000 to act like he's injured. Oh, I'm not gonna play the full game. Damon Jones telling the bettors or gamblers, oh yeah, LeBron is injured here. He's not gonna play today. He's not this, or this is what's wrong with him. Dude, it's a equal opportunity for everybody to just get paid. And now that college athletes can bet on professional, you know how much more money they're about to make? I was at a USC game and there was college kids betting on the exact play that was happening. First and 10 or 2nd and 7. Will they get the first down on this play? That's how vicious the prop bets are per play. What's the likelihood they get in the red zone? Or if they get in the red zone, what's the likelihood that if they're within 10 yards, they get a touchdown? That shit is crazy. AD picks is the worst. Hey, man, I haven't really gotten involved and start betting on stuff like that just because of shit like this. I was thinking dude, all kinds of shit can happen. But you know who? Well, this NBA shit, it's been going for a minute. They've been under investigation, I think, for almost 2 years. The Terry Rozier shit is from 2023. But what really kind of recently sparked the alarm or triggered the alarm was Michael Porter Jr. Where was that at? Hold on. Playlist. Let me see. Michael Porter Jr. brought this shit up a while ago.
Come on in.
Let me see where that.
I felt bad too, but that's one of the best tight ends.
Andrews.
Andrews,
my boy.
His social media, think about how much money that's messing up the people that bet on the under. And if I bet,
look, here we go.
That is so not okay. But
here we go. My bad. That's literally what they're doing. That's what Terry Rozier did. That's what his brother DeJounte Porter 2 years ago. That's what happened. Now college athletes are able to bet on shit. You don't think they don't have teammates that's in the NFL? They don't. Man, this shit is about to get wicked. So I wanted to bring up Porter because his brother got caught up. Dude, we haven't even gotten into Chauncey Billups and Damon Jones. Chauncey Billups was the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers. Just got an extension. He just got an extension as the head coach. But this shit's crazy, man, because Terry Rozier, $29 million. He had a $29 million contract or whatever. He's getting paid $29 million. I don't think over a year, but over whatever his contract was for $200,000. But when you got your homies, you're like, hey man, do this. I'm gonna put a quick $300,000 in your pocket instead of me having to pay you out all the time or take care of you, take care of this person. I'm gonna just not play the game. I'm gonna get injured. And that way you get a quick $200,000. Not everybody is perfect. Not everybody is bad. But I'm telling you, there is going to be some point shaving, some shit happening. Now that gambling and betting is more accepted, it's just going to get uglier and uglier. And probably games that we've seen, they probably have done it in those games. We probably witnessed that shit. Remember everybody was talking about the Rams when the Rams won the Super Bowl because it came to the SoFi, it just lined up however it lined up. Like, how did it line up so perfectly? This can't be a coincidence. The NFL is rigged. Well, how the fuck is Toronto playing the Dodgers in the World Series? And we just had this whole LA versus Toronto. Come on, cuz. Y'all think I'm tripping? Now we got an extended version of Kendrick versus Drake. You think Kendrick songs is going to be playing at these games? You think Drake songs is going to be playing at these games? Not like us. Squabble up. A minor in the World Series. Is this a coincidence? The 5 families are involved. 5 families are involved with the Chauncey Billups shit, the Damon Jones shit. Gilbert Arenas just went down, and now his show is what it is. His show is having effects. It's not even called the Gilbert Arenas show no more. It's called the Arena show. The Arena. He got caught for poker. The poker shit, I ain't tripping off the poker shit, man. Motherfuckers be doing dirty gambling shit, playing poker all the time. But to be a head coach of an NBA team and you got the mafia having you set up as a ringer, set up games, what did you do? How did you get in bed with the mafia? What do you owe them for you to be a ringer for them? That shit's cold. He had to do something. You lined up with the mafia? They in your pockets? Are you in their pockets? Freaking Toronto and the Dodgers. You can't tell me nothing. And I'm a Yankee fan. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna say F the Dodgers. Hey, burnt out. Costa Nostra. Free promo. New movies. New movies is coming out. New TV shows is coming out based off this. You got the 5 families involved. Damon Jones telling if LeBron James is injured or not. Oh, yeah, he's got this injury. Like, make this bet. Take this bet. And some of those shits that he said in the indictment were wrong, and he was owing them money. Like, nah, you said that he wasn't going to do this and that. You owe us money. So you just getting in deeper and deeper in with the mafia, with the mob. I'm not hating on the Dodgers, man. I'm going to say I'm hating on Toronto. I'm going to hate on Toronto. I'm not going to hate on the Dodgers. I'm going to hate on Toronto. Y'all don't think that that's coincidental? LA versus Toronto? I can't be the only person thinking this shit. I can't be. I can't be. They're going to be playing the songs at the games. They all making money, man, while we just sit here with our popcorn and just watching the show. We just watching the show. Everything is for sale. Everything must go. It's a fire sale on integrity. It's a fire sale. Everything must go. Nothing we're watching is true. There's always some shit behind the scenes. Don't y'all get that? Like, everything that's happening is something happening behind the scenes, guys. Nothing is 100% what they selling it to be. Not sports, not reality TV, not none of this shit. All this shit is fake. Politics. Democrats and Republicans is owned by corporations. You could just tell by the way the Democrats haven't, like, Hakeem Jeffries, Cory Booker, how they haven't sponsored Mondani from New York. He's washing these cats. This fool is washing these cats for the mayor of New York. And Booker and Jeffries haven't even backed him. The main cats. I don't even know if Chuck Schumer has backed him. But it's because they are AIPAC owned. They got that AIPAC money. They got that AIPAC money, so they can't even back the number one candidate that's showing them, giving them a blueprint of how to beat cats. Stay on topic. Affordability. That's all the people care about. And he's blowing these fools out the water, and they won't back him. It's all a stage, man. These cats is paid. AIPAC is in their pockets. Now you got people coming out talking about, like, I returned all my AIPAC money. Oh, all of a sudden, from sports to politics to reality to this world, man, this shit is fake. And they making money the whole time while we just eating that shit up, eating our popcorn, ready for the show. From talent to truth, from politics to prayer, preachers, religion ain't exempt either. Religion is not exempt either. You got these pastors lying and faking like they something. What if the pastors had a limit to what they can do, how much money they can make? Oh, would you still have the calling of God? Would you still have the calling to be a pastor if there was a limit to what you can do? To the limit to the cars, to the houses that you can have? If they put limitations and boundaries and standards on these pastors? Because what I'm starting to think is not the system so much as it is the culture of where we're at right now. It's the culture of us. It's like a mirror of what we are, of what we accept and what we're willing to do. What if they put a standard on pastors, man? You think that there'd be a pastor on every corner, a preacher on every corner? If they said, nah, your limit is $75,000 a year. You can only drive this car and your house has to be right here. Do you think people be lining up to being pastors and preachers and we'll see the true calling of people? Same with politics. Same with governors, senators, mayors. If we put a big ass limitation on them, you think that these crooked Hey man, Otani is the man. But I'm saying nobody. What they say? Don't believe anything people tell you, only believe half of what you see. It's a setup, man. It's a setup. It's ugly out here. It's ugly out here in the streets, man. Go out here and just know all that shit is fake. Just go out here and know all that shit is fake. Start putting standards and boundaries on these cats. Like, nah, you can only make this much money. You can only make this much money. And see how willing people are to do the jobs that they say is a calling from God. Yeah, this is a calling from God for me to be here. Oh yeah, this and that. All these evangelicals in their position and stuff. And then say, okay, well, now that you have your calling, this is what we've come up with, and this is the limitation. You can't do any stock. You can't invest in anything. Your only movement is to be here for the people. No visiting other countries, only dealing with your state and your city. You can't visit other countries, this and that. Television. That's straight up, Dubs. What up with the Ghetto Cafe, man? What's happening with y'all, dude? How's everybody doing? I'm glad to be back. I'm back up in here. I'm feeling good. Feeling great. But we have to break some shit down. We got to break some shit down, man. Athletes gambling on their own games. Billionaires manipulating politics. If you have a billionaire by your side, automatic win. It's almost as if, like, if you got $1 million and you got $1 million to back your music career, you're going to be successful. Whatever has money behind it is going to be pushed to the forefront. Vic, say it again. Real eyes, real lies, real lies. It's straight up. But the cold part about it is they not even hiding the crap no more. They're not even hiding it no more. but you still get your like your sweetheart stories, your Cinderella stories. Like right now, I'm very happy for VJ, the kid from 76ers that just had his debut the other night, balled out 34 points, the most points by somebody's debut since Will Chamberlain or some shit. But he came from humble. Oh, you know what? Let me just pull this up real quick. Let's see.
VJ, I am so happy for you. You told
But
Slam
you still have
Magazine,
stories like this.
I came to America to play basketball, to feed my family. I don't want to be in the percentage that doesn't make it out. I want to be the one who sets the standard. Is it hitting you right now that you set the standard?
Yeah, it is. It is. Man,
This kid right here
just got drafted, man. Yeah, Trey.
When I say that this dude right here is about to be a problem in the NBA, a serious problem.
Dog, man, but back to you, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But, man, that's what I'm here for, man. I know you see the emotions on my mama's face. She worked too hard, man. She worked too hard, especially for me, my brother, my little sisters, and my little brother. So, man, I'm just wanting to return the favor for her, man.
This
You
is
said
his
you
story.
saw the emotions on your mom's face.
Yeah.
What were the moments you remember most about just the way your mom poured into you throughout your life and your career?
Man, them long nights, I'm telling you, I lived off a generator. I ain't had no electricity. I
Off
lived
a generator.
for 7 years. Man, seeing what she had to go through to feed us, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, but I don't even know, man. My mind everywhere right now, man.
It's okay, that is so special because this moment belongs.
Lived off a generator. I don't know if it was when he was in the Bahamas or was on the East Coast, but he was living off a generator for 7 years. His mom shout out to the moms out there, man. Shout out to all the moms out there that's doing the most, fathers too, that's doing the most for their kids to make it and doing the most to feed their children. And the thing is that, like Vic says, they keep making black men tell their poverty stories. Nigga, who in the hell ain't gonna tell their story that this is what I had to make it through? It ain't a poverty story. It's a testimony. It ain't a poverty story. That's a testimony. Look at what I made it out of. Again, watch what I'm about to do here. Watch what I'm going to show y'all how I get down. And look, this cat, check him out.
Sixers' second offensive rebound, and the second time Joe Mazzulla will make a quick switch as Edgecombe right to the rack. The Sixers' second offensive rebound, and the second
40-inch vert. Bam! I'm going to get some water.
Right to the rack. Maxey defended by Pritchard. Shot clock gets low, finds Edgecombe. Late help from Simons, left Edgecombe alone.
Don't know why he did that. Shooting opportunities with rebounding, that's how you can do it. Oh, man!
Edgecombe like 10.
Woo! If that ain't nasty, rookie.
He might have a pocket full of threes, but Jaylen Brown has a pocket full of dimes.
Edgecombe's feeling it.
He had 34 this night.
In his NBA debut.
And I can't stand Philadelphia, the Sixers.
15 games together. They were 7-8 in those games, including a Christmas Day win here. Edgecombe again. Nasty. Grimes on the kick. Boucher
Another one.
Recover,
Money.
Edgecombe for three.
Why is Edgecombe playing like he's been in the league 6 years?
Nice play to find Boucher.
Vic Damone, I'm about to get to you right now. As soon as this goes off, I'm about to get right to you.
Oubre floats it. Edgecombe in traffic.
This kid's going to be so good. Watch Edgecombe and how easy he gets rid of the ball.
Bounce, 40-inch vert.
Look at this
Bam.
athletic finish. So not only does he...
Double-digit lead again for the Celtics. Good defense from Hauser. Barlow, the offensive rebound. Mazzulla doesn't
Bucket.
like that. It leads to three for Edgecombe.
Ah.
Open
Ooh.
He's unstoppable. He does have 4 fouls, but keeping himself in the game past the midway point of the fourth. Edgecombe now has the Sixers record.
VJ, I am so happy for you.
Hey, when I say, I don't want to say that because then that'd be like too much. Anthony Edwards, Jimmy Butler, but he's a two-way player. He's a defender too. He's a defender, top dog defender. Dog. VJ is my diaper dandy, my Cinderella. Watch. Now let's get to Victor Moan. This shit, problem is, Rios, this shit is popping and enticing for a week, and then the fuckery comes to the game. Exactly. Once you start looking at it like entertainment and not like, oh shit, this is for real. Everything. That 40-inch vertical is for real. Hitting that 3 is for real. Yeah, there's shit behind the scenes. There's always going to be stuff that's fake and this and that, but it doesn't mean you can't. So does that mean I can't watch a movie? A movie is 100% fake. A movie is 100% fake. I'm not holier than thou on some pedestal that says like, oh, I can't enjoy this. I can't enjoy that. I can't do this. I can't partake. Yeah, I'm just saying that the world is a stage. It's just a stage. And then, Vic Damone, what did you say? Hold on. Man, like the patience on this dude, like if you watch basketball, if you watch sports, the way he plays for that, what I saw, his rookie debut, what I saw, impressive. Everything, like the patience, yes. The boosties, the athletic ability, all that. That's not fake. But entertainment keeps us asleep. Wake up your mind. So what do you suggest? Sky Boys? Cash, this is not real. Remember, this is all fake. Not all of it. Not all of it. Not all of it is fake. Not all of it. Yeah, you have to remember, everything's going to have entities and dibbles and dabbles of negativity, evil, ugly, amongst the positivity. There's going to be positivity dropped everywhere and here, there. It's the glasses that you wear, half cup half full, cup half empty, however you want to look at it. But I want to hit this. Problem is, this shit is popping. Oh, no, that's burnt out. Where's, I saw Vic say something. Dang it. Cash One, you dumb as hell. Luck is pro-Mexican and I'm pro-black. It would be a fight. You don't think Luck is pro-black as well? You don't think I'm pro-Mexican as well? You don't have to be one or the other. You can be pro-humanity, pro-life, fool. I don't know, Al Kramer, I don't know what Hoodstock's podcast is. Damn, I just saw Victor Moan say something. Dang it. I missed it, Vic. I was going to reply to something. Dang. Freak. I just saw Victor Moan say something. I was going to reply. Real people die in fake movies. Bruce Lee's son. Nah, get to my... Where is it at? God bless that young man. I love good testimony, but golly, dang it. I saw you say something. Hold on. I'm about to find... I should have pinned it. I know about the keep the black man telling the poverty story, but it was something else that you said. Dang it. I saw it in here. I can't find it, Vic. I saw it in there. You said something about, wait, what was it? You said something you said, I think you said they all still getting paid from it. Like they getting paid from it. My labor, your labor, everything you do, they get paid from it. We're no different than them making money off of him telling his story or him being in the NBA. If they can afford to pay him millions, how much money are they making? It's the same as our labor workforce. It's same as you paying taxes. You pay taxes, so you pay for genocide as well. If you want to break it all the way down to that, we pay for all the fucked up shit that our country does to other people. We fund it. We basically are consenting to what happens. We may disagree with it, but we are funding it. We're funding it. It's a part of the monster. We're a part of the machine, whether you like it or not. Ain't nobody no sovereign. You ain't sovereign. You ain't operating on the roads. I am traveling the roads. I am not an operator of a vehicle. We all ain't doing that. Like, we could pick and choose and say, oh, but they're making money. They're making money off of everything. They're making money off the shirt on your back. They're making money off the toothpaste that you bought. They're making money off the cereal that you eat, the eggs that you eat. If we be honest, everything that we do is given back to them. So why are we going to be shit on this young man who made it out of whatever messed up situation he's in, and with his skill and ability, his athletic ability, he's able to get his mom up out of whatever situation she's in. To me, that's celebratory. I don't find any negative in that. Like, nothing about seeing that makes me think like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Another brother making it out. Another brother making it out. Be it, oh, it's a sob story. So what? And then that's the other thing is, the pressure that be on these young men is what I was talking about. That guy, I can't think of his name, the young man that unalived himself because of the car accident. He unalived himself because he was being, I don't know if he did cause the accident or if it was them just trying to say he was guilty and they had no proof and they was just blaming it on the football player, the college football player. But he eventually unalived himself because his career was messed up and his life had got messed up, damaged. And in his mind, I can only think, this is what I can only think. It could be other variables involved, but the pressures of life, of knowing that like it's a possibility that I could get my mom up out the hood or this and that through my athletic ability, and she could not have to work anymore, and this and that, or my family, my daughters, my niece, my cousins, my sisters or brothers, I could take care of them. It's a lot of pressure on those young men's shoulders. Maybe some unwarranted pressure because of like, maybe like you say, Vic, like we should do better as parents. They shouldn't have to be in that situation in the first place. But they are in that situation. And they think that they're going to be the reason their family makes it out. Like I am. And when that got snatched from him, this is just me. This is an assumption. That shit got snatched for him, and the weight of that and the pressure of that was just too much. Like, damn. And he might have been wrongly convicted. He might have been wrongly convicted. I don't know about the whole thing, but they said he caused the accident. But if it was his fault or not, the pressures of that incident is what caused him to unalive himself. That shit is crazy. So when I do see situations like this young man, VJ, getting his money, getting drafted, nigga, if you living on 7 years on a generator, tell your story, man. Tell that story. If you've been on a generator for 7 years, your mom was raising you on a generator for 7 years, tell that story. Because it's a trials and tribulations. It's a testimony for somebody out there that can say, damn, if he did it, I can do it. And not necessarily basketball, but just you are not your situation. You're not your circumstance. It's how you look at the situation. He used that as fuel. Use it as fuel. I'm more worried about that than I am somebody saying, oh, go tell your sad story, boy. Yeah, I'm not even worried about that. Humiliating is not the redemption story. The humiliating part is when you live through it. That's the humiliating part. Like, damn, trying to hide my shoes, going to school, trying to hide my dirty clothes, or trying to hide that I don't have no food to eat or whatever. Those are the humiliating portions of it. Those are when you feel ashamed, is when you're going through it. Is when you're going through that shit. That's the humiliating. When you break through a barrier, what? I tell my testimony to everybody that I can. I tell my story to anybody, everybody I can. If you're going to listen, if you sitting there and listening, I see you going down the same road, I'm going to tell you my testimony, my trials and tribulations. Yeah, I was sleeping on the streets, man. I thought it was over for me. I thought that's all it was going to be. But I used my story to inspire, to try to motivate at least just one person. And ain't nobody dangling my fat ass in front of me like a carrot. See, look, tell your story, boy. Oh, I'm caught up. Hope he don't get caught up in the NBA fakeness and start shaving points to help his family out even more. You never know. You never know. You never know what happens. But that's not my thought process. That's not what I'm about to focus on. That's what you focus on. That's not what I'm focused on. Oh, man, a great story. Let me shit on this great story and say, man, hopefully he don't do this. Don't even put that shit out there. Don't even put that out there. Like, why would you even think that for this young man? Hopefully, I pray that he does his best and he can provide for his family for the rest of his life. That's my thought process. Good job, young man. Keep it up. Keep at it. You got this. Damn, some people's brains, man, be in the gutter. Come on, dude. Oh. Hold on. Oh, this is the Wake Up Show. The AM Wake Up Show, man. Coffee with Rios. The one morning show in the whole wide world, Craig. If it was the fifth, we'd all be drunk, cuz. Maybes, haybees, labies, look at rabies. Look at babies, ifs, and fifths. Well, maybe, perhaps if you give me a Snickers, by chance. Oh, but I wanted to move on from this. But I wanted to show like how obvious. I've seen Terry Rozier play. I've seen him play basketball. I've seen him. He was really good at a point in time. He's never been this bad. Like, the shit looks horrible.
And still going.
Look at that shit.
Again, having a tough night.
Didn't play defense.
Rozier off the DHO. And he turned it over. Turn it up. But you don't want to play with your free, especially against the Miami Heat. I can tell you, hey, you don't like playing in Miami? Yeah. Better do it. Lock down to three. They got to get busy. Rozier with a 9-1-1 comes up short. On Merrill. Rozier contested three is short. The ultimate teammates.
Look how bad he's playing, man. An air ball on a floater.
On the show and go. That all year. Empty corner two-man game. Rozier with a three. Anderson with a rebound. Rozier relocates for another try. And the meter's still running, which is
like that shit was horrible, man. Shit was very, very bad. Very, very bad. So we talked about the gambling, and it's going to get worse. We talked about college kids able to gamble now. Starting, on November 1st, they could gamble. Division I, Division II, III, they have to accept it, but it's just about to get out of control. It's going to be even worse than what it is. And then nobody wants to talk about the Toronto, LA thing, the Dodgers, Toronto. The Dodgers deserve to be there. I'm gonna hate on Toronto. I'm gonna say Toronto they build to get in there. But let's talk about the Epstein shit, man, and how they're holding up, releasing these files. They have the vote. They have the Democrats have the last vote, but they are not swearing this young lady in so that she can cast her vote so that they can release the Epstein files. Y'all speculate what y'all want to speculate, what you think. I know what I think. I know why I feel they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's on y'all to do your own thing. But this young lady just dropped a bomb in her book, and it's like, she's talking about princes. She said 3 dozen men she was trafficked to. And the thing that I want to talk about is, like, we've made such a big grand scale of this thing that we don't think about the individuals that are really harmed. Like the young lady, the little girl who worked at Mar-a-Lago, and she sees all these glitz and glamour. She sees the rich people, whatever, and Giselle Maxwell grooms this young girl. The first day she meets her, she brings her back to Epstein. The first day. The first day that Giselle sees her, she brings her back to Epstein. Now, these people got all kinds of money. This girl doesn't come from money. But it's just like, damn, it's so fucking predatorial and so sad how they prey on these young ass people that are just haven't experienced any life at all. And you got all this money, you got all these tricks and these bags and everything you can use to entice them to do what you want them to do, to trick them into being what you want to be. And this girl's story is so fucking sad. And that's just one girl. It's just one girl. Virginia.
A new book out this week tells the story of the late Virginia Roberts Giuffre, one of the many victims of the late sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. Giuffre took her own life earlier this year. Her posthumous memoir explores her resilience.
And we were just talking about the pressures of life and this and that. Like, you rob these beautiful babies of their innocence. You rob them of their innocence. She unalived herself. The book I unalived herself before the book did its thing or was released. Like, oh man, like, I don't know. Does that sound sketchy? Does that sound weird? You know what I mean? Like, Epstein gone, this girl, Virginia gone. Like, this shit is so sad, man. Like, it really, like, damn.
While also revealing new details about the abuse she suffered at the hands of powerful figures, as well as newly surfaced allegations of mistreatment by her husband. Amna Nawaz has that story and a warning. This report includes accounts of sexual abuse and suicide.
Most of the world came to know Virginia Roberts Giuffre in 2011, when she began speaking out about the abuse she endured at the hands of some of the world's most powerful men. In court filings, Giuffre described being sexually abused and trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein when she was as young as 16 years old. She accused Epstein's co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Tonio, exactly. Exactly. She already was telling, but she was really about to...
of luring her into that world from Mar-a-Lago, where she worked as a locker room attendant at the spa. Epstein was arrested on sex trafficking charges in 2019, but died by suicide in his jail cell in August that same year while awaiting trial. Giuffre spoke after his death, continuing to demand justice.
I want to start by saying it's not how Jeffrey died, but it's how he lived. And we need to get to the bottom of everybody who was involved with that, starting with Ghislaine Maxwell and going along the lines there. I was recruited at a very young age from Mar-a-Lago, and
Mar-a-Lago. We know what Mar-a-Lago is, right?
Trapped in a world that I didn't understand, and I've been fighting that very world to this day, and I won't stop fighting. I will never be silenced until these people are brought to justice.
Giuffre led the way for many more women to come forward about their own abuse by Epstein and those around him. In April of this year, Giuffre died by suicide in Australia, where she lived for many years with her husband and 3 children.
Such a sad story. such a sad story. Like having a daughter, just sisters, you know, like nieces. How despicable. And then you're the most powerful people in the world. Like the bravery and the confidence of the young lady to be able to come out against them and say, this is what they did to me, knowing they have access and power to do the unthinkable to you and your family or whatever. You know what kind of threats she was getting? We talking about the basketball players talking about they getting threats over missing shots and not getting the over under. She was taking on the who's who, bigwigs, powerful people, leaders in this world. Women have a hard time just even coming out against their boss because of they're afraid that people won't believe them or this and that. This poor, like, man.
She was just 41 years old. Giuffre's story is told now in a new posthumous memoir titled Nobody's Girl, a memoir of surviving abuse and fighting for justice, a collaboration with journalist Amy Wallace, and she joins me now. So you spent 4 years working closely with Virginia on this book. Why did she want to write it? What's the message she wanted to send with this?
Well, she was really clear about her main reason for writing it, which is that she wanted to help other survivors of sexual abuse, not just
look at
Epstein
those
and
monsters,
Maxwell survivors, but
monsters,
anyone who's been coerced into sex against their will. And so she wanted to depict herself, sort of warts and all, highs and lows.
It's an absolutely unflinching and haunting account of what she lived through, especially her years as a child. I think detailing all of the sexual abuse she went through at the hands of her own father, which he denies, being trafficked to her father's friend, which she details, being raped by 2 teenagers later, by strangers after she runs away, first from her own home and then from an abusive group home, all before she was even 16 years old. What was it like for her to relive all of those moments and retell them?
Before she was 16.
Well, you know, it was obviously very difficult. There was a decision she had to make. In the past, she had always said, truthfully, I was abused in my childhood by a family friend. That was true, and that person is in the book. But what she hadn't said was she was also abused by her own father, and that was a decision that she made to decide to go there, sort of.
Her own father created pretty much the nature of what was taking place, because these predators can smell it. They smell the blood in the water. They like sharks. They can pick out victims like a shark smelling blood, a bear smelling blood in the wild and finding their victims. They can see that shit. This sick ass dad who was a groundsman at Mar-a-Lago, who got his daughter the job at Mar-a-Lago. Ooh, man. These people just are so damn dirty. I already told you about the PDF purge, how I feel about that. Like, we should start, before I even get into that, let's just keep going, because this young lady's life.
The precipitating event, is this idea that victims of sexual trafficking are not born, they are made, and they are made through terrible experience. And so she would say to me, how can I go after or try to point the finger at all of these men I've been trafficked to, bold-faced names, when I won't even talk about the person who originally hurt me and who arguably made her more vulnerable to being hurt throughout her life.
The psychological battle.
It was painful, but she felt like it was necessary.
She's allegedly being abused by her own father, and she tries to tell other people about it. They're at a family excursion on a big family camping trip, and in front of extended family, she confronts her father about this. She says what he's been doing, and no one reacts.
We gotta listen to our babies. We gotta listen to them when they talk. I don't care if I don't give a fuck what, I'm sorry for cursing. I don't give a damn what it is. If my son says there's something in my closet or guess what? I'm sleeping in his bed, looking at that closet. I'm believing what they saying because these babies be telling the truth. They be telling the truth. Yeah, they fib and lie about certain things, but you gotta advocate and you gotta do your due diligence to fight for your babies. If he say, oh, there's some noises outside when I'm sleeping at night, like what? Oh, okay, I'm sleeping. You go sleep with mom. I'll sleep in your bedroom tonight. I'll be down here. I'll sleep with you. I'm believing everything. Oh, such and such did this. Let me go investigate. I'm investigating everything. She came out to her whole family about her dad. What kind? You think somebody just gonna make that shit up at a picnic or a family get together? Like, this is what my dad's been doing? And then y'all just, don't worry about that. She's just tripping.
In fact, her father actually takes her into the camper van and allegedly beats her inside there. What did she take away from that moment? Why did that stand out?
When you grow up in a world where adult men rape children and nobody does anything about it, then you start to believe that's how the world actually is. So the thought of escaping from Epstein's Manhattan townhouse, and she didn't think the world outside was any different. The world she had grown up in, that kept happening to her. And so there was this psychic manipulation that we can talk about more in terms of what Epstein and Maxwell did to keep the girls close.
These are adults
In Virginia's case,
manipulating
he threatened
children.
her with a picture of her beloved younger brother, Sky, and said, we know where he goes to school. Here's a picture we took of him at school. And if you ever turn on me, if you ever turn me in, we will hurt him. So that was going to keep her in place.
By the time
That's one of their tactics. That's one of their tactics. They use your loved ones against you. After they seeked you out, they found you, and now you don't want to do this, or you're regretting, or this. They tell you, oh, we know you got a little sister. If you don't like what's being done to you, guess what we're going to do to your little sister? Or we're going to do to your cousin? Or we're going to do to your little brother? They threaten these children who don't know anything about life. Don't know anything about life. And they use those tactics. They're predators. The little girl, she's a victim. These people, these adults, they have done this shit before. They're good at what they do. This is their profession. Feeding on the innocent, feeding on the soul and the energy of young kids. It goes beyond what y'all think. It goes beyond just sexual encounters. It goes to containing their energy, containing their blood, like all kinds of stuff. We don't know what kind of cult type shit is going on or whatever, what they're using it for, how they're bottling this fear, how they bottling this, adrenaline. I forget what the shit is called. But these people are predators and they are good at what they do. We got to protect our kids and we got to believe them. These motherfuckers got all the money in the world and they trafficking you to some of the most powerful people across the world. And what do? We sit on our thumbs and watch as they stop a lady from getting elected into the government or the house or whatever so that she could get the vote to release these fucking files. How can you still say you support this shit? Anybody who says they're against releasing these files, we should risk, blackball that person. Like, we definitely not voting for you. What are you against revealing in these documents? What is so bad that you can't release them? There's only one answer. There's only one answer. If there's nothing in it, you would have released it. Are you worried about the perpetrators? You're worried about the predators and what will happen to them or what will happen in their life? Are these corporate people with all this money? Oh, they in your pocket.
she's 16. She's dropped out of high school. She's working different retail jobs, trying to make ends meet, living with
Adrenochrome. Thank you, BW.
Not going anywhere, it sounds like. And her father, I learned in the book, worked for Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago as a maintenance man, gets her a job, an hourly job, working as a locker room attendant at the spa. She wants to go on to have a career as a massage therapist, right? This is where she comes into contact with Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein. How do they bring her into their world?
She thinks, wow, this is a cool life. Maybe I'd like to become a masseuse. I don't know, but I don't know anything about it. So she takes a book out of the library about anatomy, and she's reading it at the front desk of the spa one day when it's a quiet moment. And by the time Ghislaine gets there, she's reading this book. You know, you're so interested in anatomy? Would you like to become a masseuse? Are you a masseuse? Well, I know a wealthy man. He would love to train you. Come today. Come this very afternoon, and I will introduce you to him. And that very day, she goes, and both Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein sexually abuse her in the massage room.
The same day she meets this damn monster, the same day, both of them Both of them abuse her the same day they meet her. Do you know how good at their profession they are? How good they are at being predators? They're hunters. They seek and they kill. They seek and they destroy. They seeked her out and destroyed within the first day. That's how good they are. They'll find their weak victims, like a lion finding a weak prey in the wild. Damn, there's some fucking monsters. God, there's nothing in this world that I can't stand more than these people that are doing this to these babies. Oh man. It's thievery. It's so many things wrong with it. It's so many things on so many levels that's wrong with this shit. And for motherfuckers to be blocking the files to come out, you can't tell me shit. You can't tell me a goddamn thing.
She goes on to be repeatedly abused by Epstein, by Maxwell, by a number of people in their circles. She's named some of them before. She's named Prince Andrew before, for sure. She detailed.
He just resigned. He left his position because of this. Prince Andrews.
Multiple allegations here of his assaults against her, and he has since been stripped of his royal title since the book came out and these details were revealed.
Stripped of his royal title.
Has there ever been any legal accountability, any attempt at legal accountability with the people that she's named before and now in this book?
Well, this is why everybody's clamoring for the Epstein files, what we are now calling the Epstein.
Visionary star, I appreciate it. Rios, we know you. You know we love you, right? But you have more sick days than a 7-year-old. But I also have more work days than anybody else, so shut up.
Files.
Who's working more than me? Who else is doing 170
they may be
episodes
cabinets, they
within
may
a year?
Videotapes in them. We're
by
not
themselves.
Totally sure,
shut up,
but
nigga.
I know what Virginia told the FBI, and she did it repeatedly.
Shout out Visionary Star. I love you, brother.
She's been deposed several times, and those depositions are public, and there are many, many men named in those public depositions. Not all of them are in the book, but the names are out there. And basically what's happened so far is those men have had their publicists issue statements saying, we deny it. And that's as far as it's gone.
Virginia documents in the book the details that Epstein saved, right? Photos, videotapes, presumably lists and other documentation somewhere else. Is it fair to assume all of this is in the hands of the authorities? And in saying release the Epstein files, what do you think would be learned from that?
Well, I think there should be a trove of information. We also know from Virginia's account that there were video cameras in that Manhattan townhouse in all of the private spaces, I believe even in the bathrooms. So those videotapes would theoretically not just let you know the horrors that went on in the house, but they might even identify some of the men. He was surprised when he was picked up at Teterboro Airport and arrested him. They were also battering in the door and going into that Manhattan townhouse. So that gives me hope that there were things that were confiscated from that house.
In terms of what's known and unknown, she details what's probably one of her most brutal assaults ever. And she says that it happened at the hands of a powerful prime minister. She says that she was choked and that she was beaten bloody.
A prime minister. Prime minister. Choked and beaten bloody.
And it was a real turning point for her as well. He's not named in the book. I wonder why not, and if there's any potential accountability there.
It really, really mattered to hold these people accountable. And so she came forward to the authorities, and they know those names. And
the authorities have the name of this prime minister.
I believe so. So then the question is, if you're going to rename and rename and rename, you open yourself up to a bunch of dangers. One, you lose your privacy, obviously. That's a given. She's already done that. But this is a family that had she had death threats against her. She had her house broken into. So there's a safety issue. And with this particular gentleman, she was afraid he would kill her.
She told you that?
Absolutely.
It is brutal.
Particular gentleman, she was afraid he would kill her.
Let me see. Hold on.
This is a family that had she had death threats against her. She had her house broken into. So there's a safety issue. And with this particular gentleman, she was afraid he would kill her.
She told you that?
Absolutely.
It is brutal to read these accounts in such detail and with such candor. And she
Nobody's
writes at
girl.
one point, straight to the reader, I know this is a lot to take in. The violence, the neglect, the bad decisions, the self-harm. Imagine if a trauma reel like this played in your head all the time as it does mine, and not just on the pages of a book you can put down if you need to, just for a moment to steady your nerves. But please, please, she writes, don't stop reading. Why was that important to include?
She doesn't just break the fourth wall and say, come with me, keep going, now back to the traumas. She takes you into a moment in her present. And I think the moment in the book at that point is she's in the car, she's playing all her music. She's American, but her kids are Australian. They grew up in Australia. So she's playing all her music, which was a huge coping mechanism for her. And they're teenagers, and they're like, Mom, your music is awful, turn it off. And we capture that scene.
Man. Damn, these cats is getting down. Holy shit. Like when you just, like I try to put myself in the realm of that this is a person, this is a young lady who is fighting these monsters, these demons, and then the threat looming over your head when she has children. She also has children, y'all. She has a family, and she's coming out with this stuff. That she's being threatened by a prime minister. Like, you coming out against a prime minister? You coming out against a prince? Like, the courage that she had to have to get past her fear of what would happen to her and to say the things that she said, and then for the way that she passed. Like, we don't know what really took place. We don't know how she really passed. We don't know how these people that got these money, these people that got this money, and they got these teams, these black teams, these under the table teams that go out and do things for them, collect information, do this. Like in the accountant, when he showed up at that dude's house and was like, hey, I can do this the bad way, make it look like a robbery, off you, and then go upstairs and do something very bad to your wife. And then nobody collects the money because it looks like this. Or I can give you this syringe and you can shoot the syringe and it looks like no foul play. These stories don't just come from nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, they don't just come from nowhere. They come from a place. They start somewhere. And they are skilled at what they do, not just the abusers, the predators of the sexual predators, not just them, but the people that they hire to get the job done of what they need. I need this person silenced. I need this person to be made quiet. I need this person to disappear. This unprotected person to disappear. Nobody cares about this person. Nobody cares about this girl. It's just a regular person. Get rid of them. The access and the tactics that they have, very skilled. You think that these people that are trained and this is what they do, they can't make some shit look like you did it to yourself? Come on, man.
It gives you a little bit of hope, but also just a break before you go back into reading.
Amy, she was only 41 when she took her own life just earlier this year. What was going on in her marriage and in her world around that time? What can you tell us that she told you?
Well, she died in April, and a lot had happened in that time. Her marriage had broken down. They were estranged from each other. There had been allegations back and forth, and her husband had won a restraining order against her, keeping her from seeing or communicating with her kids, which was very, very difficult for her.
She's not here today to talk about her own story. I know you're sitting here in her stead. What do you think she would make of this day when her entire story, all of these details, is out in the rest of the world? What would she want to say?
We say in the preface that she wrote me an email, me and another person on our team, and said, in the case of my passing, I want this book published, not just for me, but for the other victims. We need to speak up, not just victims, but women and men who are concerned about what's going on in our culture. The fetishization of young girls is alive and well, but yes, she should be sitting here, not me. I'm her facilitator. I'm her collaborator. I was there to help her tell her story. And this is her book, her story.
Damn, that shit is so sad.
I'm, you know, heartbroken that she's not here to enjoy, if that's the right word, the moment of having people really know all the things that happened.
Amy Wallace, thank you so much for being here. The book, again, is Nobody's Girl. The author is the late Virginia Roberts Giuffre. Thank you.
Thank you.
So sad, man. So sad. And it makes you think like, damn, somebody that has been beaten and abused physically, sexually, that has been treated that way, is there even a possibility of them having a normal life, a normal relationship? Can you make it out of that shit? Like, that's a real question that I have. Like, someone can they be so battered and bruised that they can have a normal life, that they can have a normal marriage? You know what I mean? Like, it can only be times where you have difficulties in your relationship because of what happened in the past. You got to have trust issues. You got to have issues with loyalty, issues with predatorial, like, stuff of your partner or people around. How do you have a normal relationship when you've been abused by these people of power like that? Do you maintain a regular life? Can you have a regular life after that? And then also having to deal with the threats of you writing this book, you writing your pain out onto this paper and putting your pain in these pages that is exposing these powerful people. How do you have a conscience where you can rest and feel like you're safe when you're coming out on all these people that are in positions to take you out? How do you have a restful sleep? How do you be just a regular mom? And like, if they did have relationships in their marriage and their marriage broke down, I could definitely understand why. Mikey, that I was surprised about the husband and kids too. But maybe just trying to have some normalcy to your life, trying to add some normalcy to your life. You try to be regular, try to live a normal life, but you got all these demons in your closet, all these monsters in your closet. But then you start speaking out about it, and you got children, you got family. I don't know what, I can only imagine what was going through her mind. I'm just, as a regular dad, have fears and thoughts for my children out here in this world without none of the shit she went through. Yeah, visionary star, exactly. He's been robbed of his titles. He's been stripped of his titles because of this book, because of this girl. So clearly there's some validity to this situation. But why not release the files? Why not release the files? What is the argument against releasing the files? Like, what is your argument? Like, what is your stance to not release them? Sexy Nate, exactly. Like, she probably, I don't want to just say that, but she probably didn't trust her husband. Like, damn, did you find me? Did you creep up to find me? Like, I don't know. But Burnt Out had a good point. He said, a lot of these people because they say Epstein was Mossad. They say he was a Mossad spy. I don't know what to call it. A Mossad agent. Some of these people, a lot of these people didn't even know that they were involved in some of the shit that they were involved in because they didn't know the ages of these girls, or they didn't know some of the stuff that was going on or what they were getting involved with. But you kind of know the character of the person that you're around. Like, you got to have some kind of understanding. Like, how did you even link up with Epstein? How do these people even link up with Epstein? He wasn't incredible or amazing at anything. He wasn't amazing at counting the books. He wasn't amazing at anything. But he was getting big time money from a lot of these people for doing nothing. You can't just be, because that's the other thing. You can't be a person of power and not be protected by people around you. Like, oh, they know about everybody. Your people that are around you that are your handlers, they know who's who. Oh, you going to the island? Okay. You know. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Burnt out. It's a thing. It's like, it's straight up. And that's why I'm telling you, like, they're changing. I think I said this shit a year ago. The whole thing that they're trying to do with consent, they're trying to give children consent over their bodies. And that's what happened with these transitioning children. These children being able to make transitions to their body and adjust their body. They're giving consent over their body. They're saying that a 16-year-old is mature enough to give consent to do things to their body medically that will affect their whole life for the rest of their life. So the key word is consent. And they may be using it for body modifications and things like that, but they're going to start giving the word consent to these situations. Like, oh, she gave consent. How can a 16-year-old give consent? That was my whole thing, was the argument that they're making for children to have consent to transition to another gender. And I'm not gender bashing. I'm not transgender bashing or this and that. That's a whole different story. But I think the whole play about this 1% of the population having this big, less than 1% of the population having all this attention about their life and what they can do, to, like, for that small population to be able to say, okay, now we're going to give 16-year-olds consent. Why? Because of this small population? So a blanket consent, like, wait, hold on. What's really happening behind the scenes? What's really happening? Is it really about transgenders? Or is it about the behind the scenes PDF shit that's happening that you want to be able to give these kids consent to enact in these engagements and this physical activity with you? Consent. I'm gonna look it up right now, but like, I talked about this a while ago on the Wake Up Show. Oh, man, this shit is rough. So right here it says, the statement is partially true, as 16 is the age of consent in some places, but not universally. In the United States, the age of consent varies by state, with some states having an age of consent of 16 while others have 17 or 18. For example, 16 is the age of consent in Indiana, but California is 18. In other countries, the age of consent is also 16 in some places like Spain, Finland, while it is 15 in others like France. Range from 16 to 18. The age of consent can be anywhere from 16 to 18. But an 18-year-old can't even drink alcohol. An 18-year-old can't even drink alcohol in most places in the United States. Can't smoke maybe, I don't know, cigarettes. But you can't do certain things. You got to be 21 to do certain things. So why is the age 16 to 18 to do stuff with your body, to have stuff done to you? At least 16 years old. From around the age of 16, young people with a diagnosis of gender incongruence or gender dysphoria who meet various clinical criteria may be given gender-affirming hormones with the consent of their parents, I guess. If the parent says yes. But I'm telling you, this is what they're fighting on. This is the shit that they're fighting about is consent. And then young people with the diagnosis of gender incongruence or gender dysphoria. If there's a diagnosis for something, does that mean Ayana? If there's a diagnosis for something, does that mean it's a sickness or disease? What does that mean? Diagnosis to describe whatever the symptoms are. Okay. Like, I guess because I don't have a medical brain, I haven't went to college, I haven't read up on this stuff. It confuses me because then I start thinking like, well, damn, what else if you have a diagnosis of a dysphoria, do they allow you to start like changing shit on you, like physically altering stuff? Like I have a body dysmorphia of I don't want my nose. When is it legally okay for them to cut their nose off, or for you to be like, okay, we'll remove your nose or we'll remove your ear? That's not allowed. But I don't know, man. I don't want to say. King Slayer says, who cares? Focus on your own kids. That's all you can do. I don't have the privilege of only focusing on my kids. Like I can't live in that closet. I can't live in that place because I have duties as a person in my community to look out for my community and the children in my community. If we all just say, that's what's wrong right now. I think that's like literally what's wrong with community. There's no community because everybody's like, just worry about your own shit. And that's how we watch like neighborhoods crumble and communities crumble because we've backed away from each other. Like, you do your thing, nigga. Like whatever's happening with you, that's your deal. But we have to have the best interest for our people, for our community, for our family, for our loved ones, for our friends. We can't just let stuff just happen. Just like, yeah, that's fine. That's what they got going on. That's what they got going on. Yeah, but that doesn't mean I can't try to like low key, like I would love to understand because I could be wrong about all this shit. I'm not saying I'm right. I could be wrong about all of it. But I would like to talk and see like, okay, where is this at? What do you believe? How is that okay? And this is not okay. The discussion is healthy. We got all these kids out here. Some of them parents are not well in the head. Some parents are gone. Some parents are locked up. We have to step up and be involved in people's lives. Like we don't have the privilege of not being involved in our community. Sexy Nate, exactly. I can't do that. I focus on all kids that are around me. No parent should arrive home to their child missing. No parent. That's the scary shit, man. That shit is scary. $40 billion to Argentina if the president is elected. And we struggling here, man. We got people struggling here, getting furloughed, all that stuff. It's a lot going on. Did y'all see this? I don't know if this is true or not, but this dude, in the UFC, this guy was walking out to whatever song, whatever he's walking out to fight, and the guy held up a picture to the camera on his phone of what looks like a hostage, a victim. I don't know where the video, I thought I had a video of it, but you guys see the lady on the phone? And they're investigating and trying to find out who that person was. Let me see if I can find it.
Some dude flashed his phone in front of the camera while Brendan Allen.
It's not a good. Hold on.
Flashed his phone in front of the camera while Brendan Allen was making his walkout. And on his phone was a picture of what looked like a dude to be laying on the ground with like a bloody face. He looked distressed. And it looked like it could either be a dude that just got KO'd. It could be.
No, I want to get a better video. Ah. Trying to find a better video of it. Let me see.
The fuck this is about? Like, this is so creepy, man. Say this is actually real and this dude is actually being held hostage. That is very creepy and messed up. Like, I see a lot of people joking about this, but this is a real person. This could be a real person who's getting beaten, and not just beaten.
I want to see the vid. Like, they're not showing the good videos. Oh, it is a man. Damn. Dang. Let's see. That shit is crazy. They're not showing the videos. There was videos up of the dude walking out, and it was like plain as day. But yeah, you guys have any information about that? Exposure to shit. People just doing all kind of crazy shit. Be careful. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. You don't know who is what and what is going on. Well, it's Hollywood. It was in Vancouver. The fight was in Vancouver. Yeah, it was in Vancouver. I'm not trying to shit on Canada. I'm not doing that. I care. That's why I'm talking about it, fool. Like, obviously, I care. Nigga, you don't care, don't say nothing. I do. I'm talking about it. That shit is crazy to me. If it's a stunt, Probably one of the most well-played stunts ever. If it ain't real, that shit. Protect your children. Was Kanye right? Was Kanye right? He was right about some things, wrong about some other things. What was he right about? What was he wrong about? Like, he has his psychotic breaks or whatever, but he had brought up some great points, some good points, like about his own daughter. Like
any mom of a teenager.
Like Kim Kardashian. Who is to say that she's more fit to raise a child than somebody like, some of the shit she's done is crazy as hell to me too. All the men, like, listen.
Or a preteen, unless you've been here, like, please, we just need a little bit of grace. Like, it's really hard. And it's really like, it's interesting because all the kids are like wearing the same things, but then my daughter tries to wear it. And then I'm like, okay, we're never wearing that again. Unfortunately, we made that mistake in front of the whole world. And she's, usually a girl that dresses like a tomboy most of the time. And she wanted to try something that her friends were wearing and went to the same place that they went to. And they all got these, outfits. And then she wears them and it's just like, okay, wait, maybe you can't wear that, And so as a mom, you're kind of like learning at the same time. But what I do know is my baby's such a good girl and such a sweet girl. And like the things that she has experienced where she might have like been outspoken or did something, she learns from that and she sees it. And then she's like, oh, I don't like how I said that. And oh, I don't want to be like that. Or, oh, you know what, mom? Okay, you're right. Like she does listen to me. But in other areas, I'm like, babe, if you want blue hair, like it is what it is. It makes her so happy. I would never take that creative away from her. But yeah, I just think anyone that's raising kids, especially 4 kids by myself, I'm doing the best choice that I can. And my babies are good babies. Yeah. So I just urge everyone to like not be judgmental and to have grace on single moms trying to figure it all out with like, a preteen. It's
No. I'm not going to let you get away with that. A single mom with preteens, you are a billionaire. You don't get to be like, oh, when you choose to be down here with the common folk, like, oh, I'm just the common folk. I'm just common. I'm just here with you guys, trying to survive with you guys. No, we trying to survive off thousands. You surviving off billions. Don't play that game. And then what makes me kind of like trip is like, but Kanye was talking to you about this stuff, letting his daughter do these certain things and allowing her to be more mature than what she was. Don't try to come down here with us when you get scrutinized. Oh, I'm a common person. I'm just a mom. No, you got nannies. You got a maid. You got a butler. You got access to all this shit. But then when somebody criticizes you, I'm just a mom, guys. I'm just a single mom of 4. You ain't just a nothing. Kim Kardashian, you ain't just a nothing. There's nothing that you're just a. I'm just a lady. No, you're not. Just a woman. I'm just a daughter. No, you ain't. You just a billionaire with access to everything and access to knowledge and reading and parenting books and all kinds of stuff. What the hell your daughter wearing a corset for? Then recently, I think she said that she got some kind of aneurysm and blaming it on Kanye.
Up next, Kim. next? Kim K. Apparently, she said she suffered an aneurysm and she's blaming her ex.
Yeah, she's blaming Kanye West. This is going to be on tonight's premiere of The Kardashians. Obviously, now the show is on Hulu, and they've got a new season premiering. And in
Burnt out. Hold that thought. Burnt out. Wait, hold that thought.
a piece of the new episode that we've seen, Kim goes to the doctor, and they find what they've called a little aneurysm, was how it was put. And obviously I'm not a
Rios,
doctor,
you know
but
we love you,
a
right?
bulge in
But
the
you have
blood
more
vessel
sick days
that
than a
if it were to
7-year-old.
pop could really cause serious issues. Now it's unclear exactly how it was treated, but obviously
May no
Kim is
man live
okay,
in fear,
thankfully.
but watch your back, cause Daddy
She
Trump
says
could be
on the
near.
episode that the doctors told her that this is something that can be caused by stress, and that was when she was going through a lot of the drama with Kanye, where Kanye was saying these really out there, anti-Semitic in many cases comments. And she has 4 kids with Kanye West, so they're always going to be in each other's life. And obviously they're going to be linked together, bottom line.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to drive home, because there are a lot of people who, if they don't get along with their ex, then they can,
Can you? She's just a woman, though. She's just a woman. She's just a woman. Just a lady. Can you blame somebody for your aneurysm? That's the first time I heard somebody say. Let me see.
For so long. I always felt like I had a little bit of Stockholm syndrome.
Defiant 1 minute, tearful another.
I'm happy it's over.
Kim came out blazing, refusing.
And let me say, if she has an aneurysm, prayers to her. Hopefully everything goes well. Her health is in I don't want bad health on anybody. I want her to be healthy, but let's
to hold back with new revelations about her divorce from Kanye and their relationship now.
Does he ever apologize?
No. I'm not looking for it. I don't care.
Kim's new confessions came in the season 7 premiere of her reality show, The Kardashians.
There's a little aneurysm. Whoa. They're just stress.
Kim blames that stress on her divorce.
People think that I have the luxury of walking away and not dealing ever again. That's not my reality. This person, we have 4 kids together.
2 boys and 2 girls she claims Kanye hasn't spoken to in months.
It's a divorce, not a kidnapping. We haven't left. We're in the same spot. We have the same address, so he knows where his kids are at. What happened to the house that you bought next door and we were gonna co-parent and do it back and forth and you take him to school every day? And obviously it was just that wasn't what he wanted.
Now she says her job is to safeguard her kids.
I want to know, what did you do wrong also, though? At what point are we going to talk about the shit that you did wrong? Yeah, I know Kanye is batshit. Love Kanye, man. But the motherfucker, he lost his mind on a lot of shit. But at what point do we start taking accountability for some of the shit that's going on? You didn't know that he had some shit wrong with him after the first child? You have 3 more with him? You knew, but it was worth it to you.
Kids.
They're gonna know things. They're gonna grow up. They're gonna see.
Many of Kim's revelations on the show came in between takes on the set of her new divorce lawyer drama series, All's Fair.
Wow, it's you. Right this way.
And in the premiere, Kim's mom, Kris, gets her to make this stunning confession in front of co-stars Niecy Nash and the legendary Glenn Close.
Have you seen it? Fatal Attraction? Don't put me on the spot like that.
You haven't?
Stop. Oh my God,
Stop it!
You ain't seen Fatal Attraction. Don't put me on the spot like that. Don't put me on the spot. Get out of here. When are you going to take some accountability for what you did? You was with a crazy dude that you consider crazy and had four kids. You had 1 kid, then you decided to have 3 more with him. But it was beneficial to you because right now you get the most. I think she's the highest paid child support person. She gets the most child support. You talking about, what happened to you living next door? What happened to this and that? What happened to you taking the kids? You is what happened. You had a part to play in that. Are we going to talk about it? Are we going to talk about that? Oh man. She's just perfect. She's just perfect in her eyes. I just really want to see somebody just really just start taking accountability. Like, you know what? I was tripping. I was thirsty. I was greedy. I love that he had all this money. I love that he is this creative person. And I just wanted a part of that. I wanted a piece of that pie. And that's what blinded me to be with a crazy person, because I was caught up in being greedy and wanting money. So, damn, I believe it is true. This is AI, Google AI though. This is Google AI. So just take it with a grain of salt, I guess, or whatnot. But it says Kim Kardashian reportedly receives the highest monthly child support payment in U.S. history, which is $200,000 from ex-husband Kanye West. This payment was part of the 2000 divorce settlement, which grants them joint custody of their 4 children, but with the children spending the majority of their time with Kardashian. Monthly child support, $200,000. They have joint custody of the 4, but the children live permanently. In addition to the monthly payment, West is also responsible for 50% of their children's medical and educational expenses, including tuition, and for their security costs. So on top of the $200,000, he has to pay medical insurance, educational expenses, 50% of all that. Like, wait, if I give her $200,000, why do I need to split? She gets the most money in the history of child support? Are you joking me? Baby Joker, women and accountability are 2 words that don't go together, bro. We know this. But I'm going to say, I think hers is a special case. Hers got to be a special case. Like, you get $200,000 a month. That's $50,000 a kid. And then I still got to split medical insurance and they security and they school. So you know they go to probably the most expensive school in the world, damn near. Probably $75,000 per kid. So I got to pay $200,000 in child support. Then I got to pay $300,000 damn near in school fees. And then insurance. Yeah. All right. Just like I'm about to get on Kim for not taking accountability. We all blame this fool on being crazy. Yeah, we blame Ye on being crazy. We blame this dude on being crazy. Crazy out of his mind. Shouldn't he had enough sense going into that? That she was who she was? Like, it's not like it was a secret that she wasn't jumping from. He knew. He got to take some of that too. But he ain't the richest cat. He ain't the richest cat in the world. There's people that should be, well, maybe they so rich they don't even go to child support. They be like, man, I'm just gonna give you this much money. $200,000 a month. I feel like you shouldn't be complaining about nothing. And then you gonna blame me for your aneurysm? That $200,000 should have got rid of anything wrong with you. You can't even say my name in a negative light, a negative way. 200,000 wipes all that away. A month? $2.4 million a year? You get $2.4 million a year for your children. Don't blame your aneurysm on me. You better be talking about me in the greatest light ever. You better be lying to the people saying, yeah, he still lives next door and he drops the kids off. You better be lying for me. For all my indiscretions. But yeah, I got to blame Kanye some for that, man. I got to give some blame to Kanye. I'm gonna do it just like they joint custody, man. Just like they tuition, 50-50. He knew she was a wild card. That whole family is a wild card. You knew what you was getting involved in. But do we always give him a little bit of a leeway just because of his crazy? You know he crazy. You know Kanye crazy. Well, shit. If Kevin Gates, if his girl is trying to get $70,000 per month in child and spousal support. I don't know if it was child support and spousal support, but she's trying to get $70,000 from Kevin Gates. Kanye is more of a celebrity, more of a superstar than Kevin Gates. Maybe that shit is in the right. Like 70,000? Kevin Gates, you think Kevin Gates hitting that 70,000 a month? That's a lot. Shit. What you need 70,000 for? We was just talking about 200,000. I'm tripping off of 70,000. In stature of celebrity stature, Kanye is way more of a celebrity than Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates 70, so maybe 200 for Kanye. We gotta do better. We got to do better, man. We got to be more careful. Imagine, man. Just imagine us. Just us. Ghetto Cafe. It's just us. It's just us. Imagine our regular selves, man. Imagine we come across some money. We come across some big time money. We hit the lottery. You got some big time money now. And somebody hit you over the head for $200,000 a month. $200,000 a month. Fucking $70,000 a month. Hey, man. Got somebody? I need you to quiet up. 70,000? 200,000? Yeah, man, Kim is a cheater. What you mean do I think Kim was a cheater like that? Hell yeah. No, when I was saying jumping from person to person to person, I wasn't talking about in a relationship. I was talking about she went from this Reggie Bush to this guy, Ray J, Reggie Bush, this guy, this guy, this guy. She just kept elevating up. Chris Humphries. Oh, is that what it was? Hey, Eric Chapman, I wasn't trying to say it. I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to say it. But maybe I understand. I don't even know what that looks like, being able to, I don't even know, I have no idea what that feels like, being able to afford $200,000 a month in child support. If that's what you can afford, just imagine how much you got. You know what I mean? I don't even know what that feels like. But I just could never wrap my brain around giving $200,000 a month to somebody I can't stand. We're not even on talking grounds. We're not even cordial with each other. That's a lot of money. And if what Sexy Nate says is real, she had men living in the house while they was together around the kids. Oh, she was with Pete Davidson. The whole Pete Davidson. I gotta pay $200,000 to the girl who started dating, bringing Pete Davidson around my kids. I gotta pay $200,000 a month to the girl who was bringing Pete Davidson around my children. Not only do I have to deal with that, I gotta pay her ass $200,000. Pete Davidson, comedian, SNL. That's probably one thing that also broke Kanye's brain, man. That's probably another thing that broke his brain. I forgot all about it. I forgot all about that. You're like, I'm Kanye. I'm one of the most musical, I'm a musical genius. We still married and you dating this fool? The relationship ended from Kim's ex-husband, Kanye, which Kardashian said made her really sad for Davidson and highlighted the difficulties of dating someone who is subjected to public attacks. Despite the split, she be playing the victim card so much, man. I'm not giving no billionaires the victim cards no more. They are really sad for Pete Davidson and highlighted the difficulties of dating someone who is subjected to public attacks. Despite the split, sources have indicated the two remain on good terms. Why you get into a relationship with somebody that's famous that you know is walking around being...
Now you've had Kim K, several other people.
Pete Davidson.
Now you've had Kim K, several other people.
Pete Davidson gets awkward talking about ex Kim Kardashian. During the March 26th episode of Everybody's Live with John Mulaney, the
I'll pay $200,000 to the woman who was dating this guy. After me, look.
comedian is put in the hot seat by fellow guest Lunel as she confronts him about
Oh,
his
man.
past
I'm not trying to shit on Pete
romances.
Davidson.
This
Cool
is
cat,
what
whatever.
I want to know because to me,
Shout out to Pete
he's
Davidson.
just the average guy.
Yeah.
You know, average dude.
Yeah, it's a very ordinary guy.
I mean, not Elvis.
I agree.
you know
No,
what
I
I'm saying?
agree, yeah.
Regular guy.
Right.
But you continuously pull all these bad bitches, right?
Then, as Lunel asks Pete a secret to dating so many famous women in Hollywood, the name of one of his most notable exes comes up.
And since I don't get it, I want to know the mystique. Now you've had Kim K, several other people. You got...
Pete's cringy reaction comes more than 2 years after he and the Kardashians' reality star called it quits. The pair first began dating in the fall of 2021
Shout out to Pete Davidson, man.
after Kim's debut hosting gig on SNL. But their romance was short-lived, with the pair splitting up less than a year later in August 2022. However, up until this point,
Pete Davidson might be up there on the upper echelon of like his stable, like who he's like his roster. Pete Davidson might be up there like with Nick Cannon and some other people with his roster. I think his roster is not trying to brag about having a bunch of women, but how many? Let me see.
How does he do it? Pete Davidson
Hold
has
on.
dated more famous ladies than we can count. Actually, we can count them, and will. Here are all the celebs the SNL comedian
This
has
is
dated.
messy as hell.
She's the best. She's in, we're cool friends. We actually hang out all the time.
Number 1, Olivia O'Brien. It gets a little confusing. Did Pete and Olivia O'Brien actually date? The jury's still out on this one. The star admitted that back in 2020, she and Pete had been texting and flirting, but nothing came of it. Pete met
Kim.
Kim Kardashian when she appeared on Romance with
Ariana
superstar
Grande.
Ariana Grande was, you know, Cindy Crawford's daughter.
Cindy Crawford's
let's be
daughter?
honest, she's a standalone celebrity in her own right at this point. Pete and someone his own age? Who would have thought? But when Pete Davidson started dating Bridgerton actress Phoebe Denevor, they were long ago, Pete was romantically attached to another daughter of a famous celebrity, iconic actress Andie MacDowell. Margaret Qualley has since made her own name in Hollywood by starring in Maid. Well, in the comic business, it's dating the daughter of one of the most prestigious comedy writers of all time. Okay, we're not saying that's why Pete was hanging out with Cassie David, daughter of Larry David, but we're sure that running in the same circle.
I think that one was a play. I'm not trying to take anything away from this young lady. But I think maybe that was like a career move. Cassie David, Larry David's daughter, that might have been a career move. That might have been a business decision. Nah, I'll just play. I'll be mean. Cassie David might have been a business decision. Damn. Kate Beckinsale? Yeah. I would be hot if I'm paying $200,000 to my girl who's dating this guy. What? And then you blame me for your aneurysm. That's the cold part. She gonna blame me for her aneurysm, and I'm giving you all this money? That's cold-blooded. But Kevin Gates, $70,000. His girl going after $70,000. Maybe my barometer, maybe my measurement of how much money these cats is paying in child support was off, because that's a ton of money. Damn. Did y'all hear about, so we talked about we didn't talk about the King's Day Parade, how they were saying the King's Day Parade was going to be a bunch of fascist, Antifa, criminal, terrorists, Hamas supporters, this and that. That's what they said. They said the King Day Parade was going to be a bunch of Hamas supporters and terrorists. But on the same day as the King Day Parade, you know, Trump had his thing in San Diego where they were celebrating the military. I don't know if it was the Marines or whatnot, but I want to show y'all something. Oh, man. Oh, man, of course. Oh, shit. Why I can't find this shit now? No King's parade protest. Damn, I can't find this shit now. It was so funny. Oh, man. Let me see if this is it.
The Antifa advocates, the anarchists, and the pro-Hamas wing of the far-left Democrat Party. That is the modern Democratic Party. That's where they've gone. And the Hate America rally is the common theme among all those groups.
Oh, well, there's delusional, and we all know that.
Look at the people at the parade.
Arguing that, because everybody, like, they know they're lying, we know they're lying.
Look at the people.
Just another piece of failure propagandizing that isn't probably even going to go over on Fox.
It's lies.
Look at the people.
America, because that's not what America is. We hate Christian nationalism. We hate white Christian nationalism. That's not America. That's bullshit. Pardon my language.
It's more of just the like blatant lying.
Oh man. So on this day of the No Kings Parade day, this fool Trump had a military celebration thing. That Gavin Newsom, okay, let me pull it up. Hold on. That Gavin Newsom shut down the freeway because of he was going to be firing missiles over the freeway into wherever. So he's firing missiles from the ocean, from the ships in the ocean over into the land across over the freeways. And so he was going to keep the freeways open, but Gavin Newsom shut down the freeways. So on the same days as the No Kings protest, he was doing this. And one of the rounds had fired early, exploded early before it got over the freeway, and it hit a highway patrol vehicles that were on the shit. Imagine if citizens were driving on the freeway, and as they're driving, one of the missiles explodes or whatever, or detonates early, and it hits people driving on the freeway. So the shrapnel that hit the CHP vehicles over the weekend from Trump and Vance's military live munitions demonstration came from this ordinance. Damn. Look at that damn missile. We got some shit out there. If governors did shut down, so shrapnel from the missiles, I think this is one of the pieces of shrapnel. I want to show you the video of that shit. But he did shut down the I-5. But do you guys know that he had an event, a celebration, ammunitions firing a celebration basically in San Diego? Probably like, what is that? It's not Coronado. Oh, man.
How did the Marines prepare for Saturday's event? Who okayed artillery fire over the freeway? And who decided Interstate 5 could remain open while live high-explosive rounds whizzed overhead? These are the questions outlined in a letter to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth this week.
Never in my wildest imagination did I expect that they would fire over the freeway, particularly on a Saturday, which is, an extremely busy day for the I-5.
Representative Mike Levin's district includes Camp Pendleton. He says Marines follow orders.
It appears the administration heard safety warnings from the Marine Corps and completely ignored them.
The authors point to a California Highway Patrol report that one of those...
So our soldiers and our military is doing the right thing and tell them, like, we don't think this is giving warning and doing their job. Our guys, our women that are doing their job, love them, pray for them. It's telling them like this could be possibly dangerous, but they ignore the professionals, the ones who really out here doing the thing.
Artillery rounds exploded prematurely over a closed I-5 and struck two of their vehicles.
Clearly, the Marine in charge of our sector for the CHP, he's a retired Marine, clearly made the right call, to close the freeway down on Saturday, as evidenced by what happened to that patrol car.
The Marines regularly fire artillery east of I-5 at Camp Pendleton, but base guidelines show no authorized areas west of the 5. Marine officials haven't answered questions about whether they've ever shot artillery over the 5. After the event, Hegseth visited the Top Gun School at Naval Air Station Fallon, Nevada. Defense Department video shows him riding in the back seat of an FA-18 Super Hornet as it maneuvers over the desert.
Damn.
Levin says the video sends the wrong message to troops.
No leader should be using the military, for personal vanity, for spectacle.
A spokesperson for Hegseth declined to comment and says all questions should be directed toward the Marines at Camp Pendleton. A Trump administration spokesperson also declined to comment. Andrew Dyer, KPBS News.
Sir, Mr. President, we advise against this. Mr. Secretary of War, it's not the Secretary of Defense anymore, Mr. Secretary of War, I think this could be a dangerous situation. We want to shut down the freeway. Nah, you'll be fine. Thank God, because the vehicles that got hit, it wasn't like it was a bunch of vehicles over there. It was just random vehicles. Now, had that whole freeway been filled with civilians and cars, what would happen? I don't know. But not listening to our people that do this, that run this shit, like the real people, the soldiers, not listening to them and taking their advice is the stupidest shit in the world. Like, this is what they do. They signed up for this. They do this. They live this. They live, breathe this shit. You're not going to listen to them when they give you warnings like, I don't think this is the best idea to do this shit. We ain't going to listen to our people who we should be listening to. Man, that shit's incredible, man. But it's all love all the time, man. It is Friday. Somebody said, unruly illusions. So Trump attacked California. No, man. I'm not saying Trump attacked California. No. I'm not saying he attacked California. That's not what took place. I see what you try to do there. I see what you're trying to do there. No, he did not do that. Burnt out. I was about to read what you said. But no. He did not attack California. Hell no, I wouldn't put nothing past his crazy ass. This motherfucker is crazy. But no, that's not what happened. Oh, somebody said, Rios, you talked about the truck driver who smashed 3 people? No, I didn't talk. I don't even know about that. Truck driver smashed 3 people? Was it a terrorist attack? Truck driver smashes 3 people? California semi-truck. So is it a terrorist attack? I haven't seen this. Illegal immigrant truck driver. But let me get a better one.
A semi-truck driver who was arrested for driving under the influence following a deadly crash on the 10 freeway in Ontario is in the United States illegally. 21-year-old Jashanpreet Singh is an Indian national who entered the country by crossing the US-Mexico border in 2022. He is a resident of Yuba City, California, which is located in Sutter County, about 120 miles northeast of San Francisco.
So a legal immigrant driving drunk, driving drunk, unalive 3 people.
By California Highway Patrol officers in connection with an 8-vehicle collision that included 4 commercial vehicles. The crash left 3 people dead and 4 others hospitalized in varying conditions. Police say Singh never hit the brakes before slamming into the traffic jam, citing toxicology tests that confirmed impairment. DHS sources confirm he is not in lawful immigration.
Do y'all think? I don't want to put nothing on nobody, but he didn't hit the brakes at all? Didn't hit the brakes at all. Let's listen to some more. Let's listen to a little bit more. Do y'all think it was on purpose? How do you not hit the brakes at all? Like, or he might have been so drunk. Well, let's listen. I don't know anything about this.
Status, and that ICE has lodged an immigration detainer following his arrest. Singh was released under the Biden administration's 2022 Alternatives to Detention policy. The recent incident involving a Sikh truck driver in the U.S. follows ongoing legal proceedings against Indian origin driver Harjinder
Jesus,
Singh,
did y'all see
accused of
that?
making an illegal
I don't even know if
U-turn
I
on
can
the
show
Florida
that.
Turnpike
Did y'all see that?
Detention policy. The recent incident involving a Sikh truck driver in the U.S.
Look at this. Look.
ongoing legal proceedings against Indian origin driver alternatives to detention policy.
Hold on.
The recent incident
That car should have been stopped though, but that's
involving a Sikh truck driver in the U.S.
Damn.
follows ongoing legal
What you doing,
proceedings
dude?
against Indian
Damn.
origin
I hope I'm
driver
not.
Harjinder Singh, accused of making an illegal U-turn on the Florida
Damn.
Turnpike that resulted in 3 deaths. Harjinder's case had sparked a large debate over alleged corruption in California's commercial driver license system.
Now, I do know about that. A lot of the jobs, a lot of the truck driving jobs have gone to illegal immigrants. But don't worry about that. You know why? Because they're getting rid of all truck drivers. It don't matter if you're a legal immigrant, you're an immigrant, legal immigrant, citizen, they getting rid of truck driving jobs. It's going to go to the robots. So you rather it... I want to go back to that story because I don't know enough about that story. But you rather it go to a human or you rather it go to a robot? It's about to be robots, I'm telling you. But the thing about that guy, they didn't talk enough about that to me, is he didn't hit the brakes at all. That's the skeptical shit to me. Like, wait up. I'm not just trying to pin it on him because of what the look or whatever, but let's see what this lady says about it.
We start tonight with a major crash in Southern California that's igniting a political firestorm and has connections to Northern California.
Yeah, 3 people died in the crash on Tuesday. Investigators say it was caused by a truck driver who was in the country illegally. ABC 10's Gabriel Porras has more.
On a Southern California freeway, mangled cars and debris scattered everywhere. The horrific remnants of a Tuesday crash that killed 3 people.
It just blows my mind. It keeps going through my head. I could have been one of the dead people.
21-year-old Jashanpreet Singh, prosecutors say, behind the wheel of the truck that caused the chaos. He's now in jail, facing 3 charges of gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated and 1 charge of driving while under the influence of a drug causing injury. We went to the Yuba City neighborhood where Singh lived. His neighbors didn't want to talk on camera. The White House, however, is talking about it.
Well, they're not saying it right here, but in the other video, I clearly heard them say that he didn't touch the brakes at all. That's what they said. If that's true, Lev is going to say that.
On October 22nd, ICE lodged an immigration detainer for this individual following his arrest by local authorities in California.
According to the Department of Homeland Security, Singh first came to the U.S.
Super opportunistic
in
also, though.
2022 illegally through the southern border. The White House says that California gave Singh a license.
I know Secretary Duffy, who's doing a phenomenal job, has spoken on this many times in the crackdown that the Department of Transportation is taking on these licenses that are wrongfully being issued to people who clearly...
I think the drug is the alcohol. Alcohol is the drug, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
do not deserve to uphold these positions.
It's broad daylight, right? There's no sign that says stop it. It's just somebody that's not paying attention.
Florida-based attorney Joe Camerlengo has been practicing transportation law for 17 years. He says the case highlights the need for change.
For these crashes to stop, it needs to be a federal and state effort. The problem is right now there's people coming from all over the world to the United States just to form trucking companies because it's so easy. It's literally pay $300, sign a form, get the insurance. Voila, you're a motor carrier.
The scenes of wreckage now sparking calls for change.
Every 14 minutes, someone is killed in a tractor-trailer crash in our country.
Every 14 minutes, somebody is killed in a tractor-trailer crash.
Someone is killed in a tractor-trailer crash in our country, and that's getting worse, not better.
In Yuba City,
So the time that it's an illegal, this is what I mean about the opportunistic shit. The opportunistic, so every 14 minutes, there's a death by tractor-trailer truck drivers, which I'm assuming for the most part is American citizens. But the moment that it's an illegal, they blast that shit on the news like, oh shoot, an illegal immigrant unalives these people. But every 14 minutes, there's an accident. Why don't... Yeah, man. Rest in peace to those people, dude. But the opportunistic shit is like the... the partisan behavior is like sickening. Like, I'm tired of this shit. Like, the partisan shit is just like sickening. Like, that shit is horrible. But it is, like, I'm telling you, they get these truck driving jobs easy. They get these jobs easy. And it was a big complaint out here about people getting like jobs to work the ports, like going and picking up shit at the ports. And I get that, like taking jobs or whatever from people. But if it's a crash every 14 minutes, takes a life every 14 minutes. So while we were talking about this, there was somebody unalived in a truck. I guarantee the White House won't talk about that. I guarantee I guarantee she won't even talk about the attacks on the synagogue. The dude drove his truck in there, shot people up, burnt up the church. But they won't make a statement about that. I'm across the board. I can't stand bad shit. It's bad shit on both sides. But why not talk about it on both sides? Talk about be what is it, bipartisan? Nobody's bipartisan no more. That's why this government is shut down for so long. It was the last time it was shut down was under this president. Shut down again under this president. There's no bipartisan shit. It's all partisan. Like it says, our side and the other part of the table, the other side of the building, that's not even our country. We don't even respect them or believe them to have the right to talk. Why is it so separated, so divisive, so bad under this president? But that is fucked up. Prayers to that family. And but you're not gonna get nothing out of me about like, oh man, yeah, illegal immigrants. Every 14 minutes, there's a tractor trailer accident. That's crazy. I didn't know that it was that much. Like every tractor trailer every 14 damn minutes. So the one in California was on the 21st. There was one on the 23rd. A tractor trailer crash resulted in at least one fatality. At least one person was unalive. October 20th in New Jersey. Look at this. This is the crazy shit. They only talk about what gets them news. This is on the 21st. The day before, on the 20th, on the 20th, New Jersey Turnpike, approximately 1 week prior, New Jersey Turnpike, a tractor trailer was involved in a crash that unalived 4 teenagers. 4 teens were unalive when their SUV was hit by a wrong way driver and then struck by a tractor trailer. Oh, well, that don't make I don't want to blame the tractor trailer on that. No, that was the wrong way driver. Nope. But four involved in the tractor trailer. Oh, dang it. No, I didn't want to do that. You could. A hit and run on the 22nd in a tractor trailer. Damn. I had no idea that tractor trailers were so many due to tractor trailers. Every 14 minutes. That's a high tick, man. But yeah, I didn't know nothing about that. Somebody brought it up. They wanted me to bring it up. And hey, Eric Chapman, that's all I'm saying. They trying to put the autonomous trucks on the road. That's their big push right now. Their big push is to put autonomous trucks on the road. Let's see. Because they got them at our ports right now.
is immense potential for autonomous solution on ports. By introducing the dependence decision, we can minimize errors, speed up and simplify processes. Link brings stability, consistency, and efficiency.
That's somebody driving it. What are they talking about?
Airbag has been providing machines to ports for over 50.
Let me show you. Hold on.
Hey, Elon, is my Cybertruck going to be able to do this right here? Check it out. It's going to do a little crab walk here. Look at that. Look at that.
Fully autonomous. That's in Long Beach.
Look at that right there. Absolutely incredible, Mr. Musk. Oh, yeah, I can see my Cybertruck doing that right there. Look at that, like a boss right there.
Look at this whole thing is autonomous.
The boss, man. How are you going to tell me that we're not going to be able to do this on the street? Look at all this traffic. Look how they avoid each other. Hey,
do you see that?
Elon, is my Cybertruck going to be able to do this right here?
You guys, it's a wrap. It's over.
Anyone who doubts the ability of automation and cars driving on the street and avoiding dogs and people and cats, let's take a look at all of this automation right here.
Hey, burnt out, me too, because I'd have been drunk.
And Tesla's going to be the leader, baby. Believe it. Look how this thing lines up perfectly right here with this other one. Then this will come and pick it up and put it over here, and the driver will pick it up 2 cans at a time and put it on the ship. Let's go, Elon. Let's get your shit together.
And the capitalists could give a damn about losing labor. They probably want to lose labor. They want to stop paying people. They want to stop spending money. They don't want to pay for insurance. They don't want to pay for HR. They don't want to pay for human resources. They don't want to pay for hazards and accidents and safety. They want to just make as much money as possible. They getting rid of jobs, man. They getting rid of us. It's over. That's at the ports in Long Beach. It's a wrap, you guys. It's a wrap. Things that robots can do, they can do so much better than us. This ain't the story of John Henry. Do y'all remember the story of John Henry versus the machine? Y'all remember John Henry versus the machine?
And when did you start building railroads?
Today.
Well, come on, John.
Well, come on, John.
You're the one that we're depending on. Swing that hammer with all your
Swing that hammer.
I know you can show them how to do it right.
John's hammer rang out and the tall tales grew.
John Henry, John Henry, John Henry is a mighty man, born with a hammer, a 10-pound hammer,
a 20-pound hammer
right in his hand. I heard John's mama liked to sew at night, so he pulled down the moon for a little bit of light.
Took a lot of cooking to keep John fed.
Y'all don't know about John Henry?
He plowed the earth so wide and deep.
The seed he sowed,
everything grows Our lives we've been so poor. John, let me show you what we're working for.
So John Henry versus the machine was, they said that the machine was did better work than the people at the railroad. And they did a competition of John Henry battling the machine, and he beat the machine, but he died of a heart attack after the competition.
I think another interesting conversation to
here we go.
would be the classic John Henry story.
Love it.
You have this man versus machine thing.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, what are the limits of... I think another interesting conversation to have would be the classic John Henry story.
Love it.
You have this man versus machine thing.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, what are the limits of human ability? And the whole time, I mean, you have this machine that can dig this tunnel, and then you have John Henry, who is at like the apex of human ability to dig a tunnel. And you're rooting for the human the whole time. And like there's a guy in the machine that's, pulling the levers and stuff. But you don't care about that guy. You don't want him to win. Like he's up there, sure, he's pulling the levers. But at the end of the day, it's a machine beating a man. And I think that AI has the danger of becoming that. It doesn't speak to the human person to say, here's a machine that just does it and it's no problem and there it goes.
But they don't tell the machine story. That's the difference.
It's not called machine.
No, it's not called machine.
It's not called... It's called
John Henry, damn it.
I think another interesting conversation.
But that was John Henry died though. I don't know why. Let's see if they tell
Once upon a time, in the rugged mountains of West Virginia, there lived a man named John Henry. He was a steel-driving man, known far and wide for his strength and determination. Legend has it that John Henry could swing his mighty hammer with such force that he could outwork any machine. One day, a group of engineers came to the mountain with a steam-powered drill, boasting it could outdrill any man. John Henry, not one to back down from a challenge, accepted the duel against the machine. The stage was set, and the race began. Man versus machine, hammer versus drill. With each thunderous strike, John Henry's hammer echoed through the mountains, while the steam drill chugged along, relentless in its mechanical precision. The air was thick with tension as the duel raged on, each side pushing their limits. As the sun dipped below the horizon, it became clear that John Henry was winning, but at a great cost. Exhausted and covered in sweat, he continued to drive the steel with unmatched determination. In a final surge of strength, John
Henry would not appreciate AI doing his video at all.
Delivered a blow so powerful that it echoed through the mountains, surpassing the speed of the steam drill. Triumphant but weary, John Henry
oh my God,
collapsed.
I'm wrong for playing
The
it.
mountain itself seemed to mourn the sacrifice of a legend. The people honored him as a hero who proved that even in the face of advancing technology, the indomitable spirit of a man could overcome any challenge.
See, that's not the story I know. The story I know, he died. He died of a heart attack. His heart exploded or some shit. Yeah, John Henry wouldn't appreciate the AI telling the story. His battle versus a machine. But AI tells the story better than me. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we out of here. But shout out to everybody, man. It's all love all the time. About to get out of here. Had to get back up in here this week. I'm sorry for being gone, but hey, we back in here, man. Back doing our thing. This is Coffee with Rios. This is the AM Wake Up Show. Greatest morning show in the whole wide world, Craig. And we're about to get out of here, go do our thing, get ready for the weekend. Everybody have a safe weekend. Everybody go out there, be a blessing for somebody else out there in the world. Go be great, have a positive impact in somebody's life. Today is a blessing. Every day God gives us is a blessing, man. So go out there, be great, man. Purposely positive, purposely productive. It's all love all the time. Ghetto Cafe, y'all the realest. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Go be great, man. Go be great. Go be good.
cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show.